Hey guys, this is Vikram Subburaj here. I'm the CEO of Giottus Cryptocurrency Exchange. So I'm going to talk to you about a very important thing that is bothering a lot of people today. That is the 1% TDS on cryptocurrencies. So this 1% TDS deduction is going to be effective from the 1st of July. I know there's a lot of questions around it from a trader's point of view or from a customer's point of view. You guys are worried that, how am I going to do this? How am I going to deduct from the trade? How am I going to go deposit this? How do I calculate my profits now? Too many questions going around this. So I thought I'll make this video to simplify a lot of things and to make sure that you take this news back that when you trade in Giottus, rest assured your TDS payments are taken care of by us and you don't have to worry about it. Now, the first major thing, guys, this 1% TDS is not an additional tax burden, right? So the 30% tax that you're supposed to pay on profit, that is the overall tax that you'll be paying on the profit that you earn from cryptocurrencies. This 1% TDS is at the end of the year, you'll have to see how much amount did you pay in TDS and what is your total profit and what is the tax you have to pay. And the remaining amount, apart from whatever you paid for TDS, is what you will be paying for the tax amount. Okay, I know it's a bit confusing. I'll take you guys through an example to explain this much more in detail. Now, before that, let's just dive deep on what does this law say. So now this law states that whenever there is a cryptocurrency trade that happens or whenever there is an exchange that happens where one part of the exchange is a virtual digital asset, which is cryptocurrency, and the other side it can be another virtual digital asset or INR, there should be a 1% TDS that the buyer has to deduct on the behalf of the seller and has to deposit as a TDS on the name of the seller, right? See, just for so how this works. Now there's a seller. Let's consider that you're the seller. You're selling your Bitcoin in Giottus, and the value amount at which you're selling. Let's consider that you sold it for 10,000 rupees. So 1% of that amount, which is 100 rupees, it has to be deposited on your name. Yes, what you have to understand here is you're just paying tax in advance here. It's tax deducted at source. It's a tax that is paid in advance. This is not an additional tax burden. Usually I see a lot of people getting confused now that saying that it's 30% tax plus 1%, 31% tax. No, that's not true, right? So this is a tax that you're paying much in advance, and any tax that you pay in excess than what you should have paid, you can collect it at the end of the year when you file your returns, right? So this is what TDS is, guys. Now a quick check on a lot of activities that you can do in Giottus or in any exchange and where all TDS is covered and where all TDS is not covered. First thing, what all is not covered in TDS, like where all you don't have to pay any 1% TDS. When you deposit INR and when you withdraw an INR, no need to deduct or no need to pay any TDS there. Part 2, when you deposit a crypto or withdraw a crypto from Giottus, no TDS applies there. No deduction of 1% there. Now the next part, we come to trading now. When you do a buy trade, like you're buying Bitcoin, right, 10,000 rupees worth or 20,000 rupees worth of Bitcoin, there will be no TDS detected on the value that you're buying. Like let's say that you're buying 1 BTC or 0.1 BTC, you'll get the whole 1 BTC or 0.1 BTC. Now, whenever you buy, there is no TDS that is detected. So whenever you buy in INR pairs, in crypto to crypto pair, it's going to be a bit different, guys. I'll explain to you that. So these are all the scenarios wherein there is no TDS that is applicable. Now let's go to the scenarios where TDS is applicable, right? Whenever you make a sell, TDS is applicable. Now, the 10,000 rupees of Bitcoin that you bought, and then after the price increases, let's say you're selling it for 11,000 rupees. Now, when you're selling, the TDS is applicable. 1% TDS is deducted and the remaining is credited to your account. So this deduction of TDS is done by Giottus on behalf of the customers. So you don't have to worry that, or you as a buyer, if you're, see, the law says that the buyer has to deduct on the behalf of the seller. So you as a buyer need not worry when you trade in Giottus if the TDS has been deducted from the seller and it has been paid on his behalf. We will take care of it. So whenever you make a sell, if you go from the amount that you're going to get in INR, for example, you should have got 11,000 rupees, you're not going to get 11,000 rupees. There's going to be 110 rupees that is going to be deducted and the remaining is going to be credited. Now this TDS is applicable post the fee has been taken from your trades, right? So it's the trade total trade amount minus the fee. In that 1% TDS applicable. So all INR sell orders 1% TDS deduction. Now in crypto to crypto orders, now in Giottus, you guys would have done the crypto to crypto orders. We use Bitfinex liquidity so that you can buy or sell in Giottus directly, right? So in crypto to crypto, whenever you buy or when you sell, TDS is applicable. Because in this scenario, crypto to crypto works a bit differently, because if you see, where let's consider a BTC USDT order pair. When you're buying a BTC, you might think that, okay, it's a buy order, so TDS should not be applicable. But if you see it much more clearer, you're buying a BTC and selling your USDT. So that is where you're making a sell there. So that is where TDS will become applicable. So in case of crypto to crypto orders, both your buys and both your sell, TDS will be applicable. So we will be deducting TDS from the crypto that you're going to get in your hand, and the TDS deducted, we will be realizing it to INR at the end of the day, and we will be crediting it against your PAN number in your TDS records. So that is with respect to TDS on crypto to crypto pairs and crypto to INR pairs. When you're doing a sell in crypto to INR, there's a TDS. In crypto to crypto pair, sell or buy, TDS is covered, guys. So please take care of this. Now, the next question is, how do I know how much TDS has been deducted from me, right? Because you guys would also want to keep a tab on, okay, what is the amount that is held with the government as a TDS from your end, right? So now in every trade, now when you see the transaction details, you would find a lot of details from your quantity to total to the fee that we had collected. We will also be showing you the TDS amount that was collected in each of your trades. In the reports that you can download, the TDS amount deducted will also be displayed in the reports. So it will become easier for you to do a reconciliation at the end of the day to see how much TDS has been deducted, how much has been paid. So in due course, we'll also be sharing with you the TDS certificates for the amount of TDS that we have paid to the government on your behalf. So you will be finding places in the UI, in the website, on the mobile app, where you can download this, or it will be sent to you over a mail. But that's in due course. But the TDS that has been deducted, you can get it from your transaction details straight away from your dashboard right now. So this is on the whole working of how TDS is going to be applied, how it is going to work on your trades, what will be the value that you're going to get in your hand after a trade is completed post TDS deduction, guys. Now I know that there is a lot of fear that's there in people's mind, that okay, what will happen, when 1% keeps deducting after my trades, right? See, ideally, if you see, right, crypto has always favored or always worked well for people who have held it for a long period of time. Hodling, people who hodl have actually reaped a lot of benefits in crypto than people who have done much shorter trades. So from that perspective, if you can make selected, chosen, right set of trades, I don't think TDS could be a very big burden for you, right? So that's the thing, guys. Maybe, what I will do, I will also go to the board and let me explain to you a simple scenario what I had explained now, so that it is easier for you people to calculate yourself at the end of the trade, what is the amount that is going to get deducted and what you're going to get in your hand. So let's go to the board now, guys. Okay, guys, now I'm going to show a quick example to understand how TDS is going to be applicable and how it is going to affect your year-end tax calculation, what is the remaining amount you have to pay or the amount you have to get from the governments. So just do it with a quick example, right? It's the same example I gave previously. So let's consider you bought some Bitcoin for rupees 10,000, right? You made a buy order. As I explained before, in buy orders, no TDS will be deducted. So it's 10,000 rupees worth of Bitcoin you bought, right? Now let's say at the end of the year, you sold this Bitcoin for 11,000 rupees, right? Now you made a profit of 1,000 rupees, right here. what happens? When you're selling it, you will not get the complete 11,000 in your hands now, guys. What is going to happen? We will be deducting 1% TDS from this, which is 110 rupees will already be deducted from this, and we'll be paying it as TDS to the government now. Okay, so it is more like you've already paid 110 rupees of advance tax for the profits that you're going to make for the year, right? Now in this 1,000 rupees of profit that you've got, according to the last union budget bill that had come out, so there should be a 30% flat tax that will be paid irrespective of whichever tax slab you guys fall in. So it's 30% on 1,000 rupees, which is 300 rupees of tax that you will have to pay. Now there is already 110 rupees of tax you have paid in advance, so you will have to pay only the remaining 190 rupees as tax. So if you notice here, this is not an additional tax, it's just that you paid things in advance, right? So now let's take another scenario. Now let's consider that you just sold it for the exact price. You bought it for 10,000 rupees and you sold it again for 10,000 rupees. So in this scenario, what will happen? Now I'll still be deducting a TDS for the trades. So for 10,000 rupees, 1% I'll be deducting 100 rupees of TDS. Now what is the profit you have? You have no profit, guys. It's zero profit. So you'll have to pay nothing to the government as a tax. So what you will do, you'll have to file your returns, and post you file your returns, the government will be giving you back this 100 rupees. This will be given back to you, right? So this is how TDS is going to work. This is how the deduction is going to happen, and this is how you'll have to claim back any TDS that has been deducted in excess, or if your profits are high and if you have to pay more tax, you can just deduct this amount you've already paid as TDS and pay the remaining amount, guys. So this is how TDS is going to work. I know it's very new to the Indian environment, but having said that, crypto industry has faced a lot of things. We have taken a lot of new things into our day-to-day workings. So I don't think this should create a big trouble for us. So let's just hope that the crypto trade in India keeps living and keeps going ahead. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.